Well, good morning. This is David Tal. This is the Balagan Connection. Right over there behind me is the LBJ, and also known as the Little Black Jeep. And we're here to kind of step off into something that I think is really, really important. Let's start off with the beginning. For those of you who know me, I'm a tour guide. I'm an officer in the IDF. I'm a born-again Christian, and I'm going to be using all of that to connect what's going on in this land and what's going on in this terrible war. You also know that there is a terrible, terrible war on truth that is being fought in connection to this event that is happening, this war that is going on in Israel. But there's a bigger war on truth in connection to everything that we hold dear. And what I'm going to be doing from now on every day or 2 days is putting up little pieces of ammunition, of truth ammunition, to fight the falsehoods that are being spread by the deceiver and all of the people that work for him. So stay in touch. Please subscribe. Please connect to this. And just so you get an understanding how this works, the idea is me and the LBJ are going from place to place, connecting you to the events. And the first thing I need you to connect to is this. This is my land. This is my homeland. This is where my people became a people. This is what we would call an ancestral homeland. In fact, if you look behind me, the hill right there, that's the city of Modin. That's where I live. And the hills that I'm standing on are the hills of Judea, which means anybody who actually comes from the hills of Judea or from the area of Judea is Judean or is Jewish. That is who I am. But we tend to kind of forget how small this little land actually is. Because if I turn a little bit to the left, that hill that you see in the outskirts and the roads that lead up, that's Jerusalem, or the outskirts of Jerusalem. These are the roads leading down from the outskirts of Jerusalem. And if I turn a little bit in this direction, you can see in the backdrop is Tel Aviv. Jerusalem on that side, Tel Aviv on this side. I mean, that's how close. It's an hour drive from Jerusalem to Tel Aviv, or an hour drive from one side of the country to the other. And if we go a little bit further around, in the backdrop is the Gaza Strip. We're literally about 40 miles from the Gaza Strip right now. And what I'm trying to impress on you is how small, how tight, how sensitive all of this is. And what we're going to do over the next period is talk about what the Gaza Strip is. Why is it called the Gaza Strip? We'll talk about Hamas. We'll talk about occupation. We'll talk about the biggest prison in the world. We'll talk about all these different aspects. And the idea is to give you correct and accurate information to fight the deceiver, who is actually waging war on God's people right now, but waging war on all of us in so many different ways. So this is David Tal. This is the Balagan Connection. Subscribe, share, notify. I mean, whatever we need to get this word out, because this is a war for God's chosen people. And I'm going to help you be a part of this war. Hope to see you soon. But before I forget, Israel's on the verge of a ground offensive inside Gaza. Pray. Pray for my nephews. Pray for my family members. Pray for my people who are on the verge of this terrible war that has been imposed on us. Pray for the peace. Pray for the people of Gaza who are going through a terrible ordeal right now. Pray that the Prince of Peace will come and put his peace on this whole area as quickly as possible. Hope to see you soon.